What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk to you about and show you my very first piece of silver, and I also have a message to some of the potential silver stackers out there. Maybe they're thinking about getting into silver. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. Link in the description. And if you want to help support this channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, we got t-shirts and hoodies, a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Of course, we have the brand new DYDSS military tee available in 4 different colors. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I want to talk to you about my very first piece of silver ever. And the reason that I wanted to do this was because, for those of you who watched yesterday's video, you'll know I put out a video talking about my rookie mistake as a silver stacker when I first got involved in silver about a year and a half ago approximately. And towards the end of that video I was talking about, recommending for people to head on down to the comments and let me know what was their first piece of silver, what was their first time converting their dollars into silver. Was it a coin, a round, or a bar? And sitting here in front of me is my first piece of silver. I got this in, I believe it was December of 2017. It was my very first piece of silver. I picked up just this 1 ounce, and to be honest with you, after that I didn't really pick up any more silver until probably March of 2018. And here it is right here. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I thought it was kind of fitting. At the bottom, 1 troy ounce, 3/9 fine silver. And if you flip it over, the Bill of Rights, 1791, 1991. And these are actually my favorite type of rounds. I don't really stack rounds anymore. I don't really stack that generic silver any longer. I'm more of a coin guy now, more specifically American Eagles and Canadian Maple Leafs. If I'm going to go with a generic piece of silver, it's going to be a larger denomination silver bar, like a 5 or a 10 ounce piece of silver. But this right here was my very first ounce of silver, and it came with the little airtight capsule. It also came with a little teeny tiny display case designed for 1 round, which I actually put my 30th anniversary Canadian Maple Leaf in that little display case. Now if you guys want to see that maple leaf, let me know in the comments. But as for this little piece of silver, this changed the game for me. This changed everything. And the reason I say that is because I think it's really important to get 1 piece of silver in your hands. And I will explain a little bit more as this video goes on. But I wanted to showcase my first piece of silver, which is this right here. Obviously, Bill of Rights. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty big into rounds like this, not just for the design. I'm pretty big into, constitutional law, for those of you who do not know. For those of you who don't tune into my live streams, that is what I'm studying. So I have a couple of rounds next to me, like this one right here, Liberty Bell. Also, Scales of Justice. So anything kind of in this realm are probably my favorite designs. These are 2 of my first 12 pieces of silver. But this right here was my very first one, and it changed the game for me. It changed absolutely everything. A quick little backstory. I was introduced to silver back in probably 2013, 2014 by a friend of mine. I talked about this in a video. I think I posted it last week, so go check out that video if you want to know all the details. But I was introduced to silver. I was told why he stacked silver. A friend of mine I was told as much information as possible. I remember asking him, I was like, well, how much money is your silver worth? And he told me, I don't know, a couple hundred ounces. And I was like, well, how much money is that worth? And he was like, it's worth a couple hundred ounces of silver. What do you mean? I was like, well, what is that worth in dollars? And he was like, I don't know. I don't measure my wealth in dollars. I measure my wealth in ounces. And ever since then, kind of shifted my paradigm. It changed my perspective, but unfortunately, I did not get involved in stacking until the very end of 2017 or the very beginning of 2018. And this was my very first piece of silver. And it opened up a whole new world for me. I understood what silver was. I knew about it ever since my friend introduced it to me. I understood the concept. I thought it was a cool way of saving money, preserving wealth. It's a hedge against inflation, wealth preservation. I understood all that, and not only that, I liked the history behind it. I liked learning about where different coins were coming from, different rounds, different bars. I like to understand the origin, different cultures and whatnot. But once I got my very first piece of silver actually in my hands, I was actually able to hold onto it for the very first time ever. It opened up a whole new world for me. And it actually gave me a better understanding of what it's like to actually hold real money in your hands. This is not the same as holding a dollar bill. This is not the same as holding a $20 bill or even a $100 bill. It's very, very different, which leads me to my next point. I have a message to all of the potential stackers out there. Maybe you're thinking about getting involved in silver. Here's a message for you. Now, I've made a point to making it as clear as possible that I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a precious metal expert, professional, or specialist, nor am I a psychic. I can't tell you what silver is going to do. If anybody tells you what silver is going to do, they're just speculating. Please understand that. So you have to do your own research and make your own decision based off of your findings when it comes to doing anything money related, anything with your finances. However, I will say this: if you're thinking about getting involved in silver, get yourself an ounce of silver. 1 ounce of silver. You don't got to go get a whole tube of 20 American Eagles. You don't got to go throw a couple $100, in the hands of a local coin shop owner or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. Get yourself 1 ounce of silver, whether it be a round like what I did for my first piece of silver, or whether it be the coin of your country, like pretty much the only thing that I stack at this point, the silver eagle. I recommend picking up 1 ounce of silver, probably the coin of your country, if your country has one. A lot do. Get yourself 1 ounce of silver, whether it's a coin, a round, or a bar. Get an ounce of silver. You don't got to go get a 5-ounce bar, 10-ounce bar, or anything like that. You can get some junk silver if you want, so pre-65 quarters or dimes or half dollars. However, when it comes to those, it kind of just feels like you have loose change in your hand, so it might not give you the full experience. But if you go out and get yourself 1 ounce of pure silver from a coin shop or online or from a friend or a family member or somebody that you know that's stacking silver, I'm willing to bet you that it's going to open up a whole new world for you. You're going to finally understand what it's like to have real money in your hands. It's going to give you a feeling, a sensation that I can't even explain. You're going to have to take my word for it and pick yourself up 1 ounce of silver, hold it in your hands, feel the density, feel how heavy it is, the weight, take a look at it, examine it. Trust me, I did not understand silver until I actually picked up my very first piece of silver and held it in my hands for the first time, and ever since then, it's been a year and a half, and I've been stacking as aggressively as possible, and guess what? I'm stacking, and I'm not looking back. So that's a little message I have, a little recommendation. Pick yourself up an ounce of silver. You could do it for less than 20 bucks, and then make your decision if you want to stack or not. But with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive silver content. And if you want to help support this channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. We got t-shirts and hoodies, a bunch of gear that's raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. And of course we have the brand new DYDSS military tee available in 4 different colors. And it's actually being sold to help raise funds and awareness for Military PTSD Inc., a nonprofit actively working to help improve the lives of our veterans. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, if you are a silver stacker, what was your very first piece of silver? Was it a coin? Was it a round? Was it a bar? Do you still have it? Do you hang on to it for any sentimental reasons because it was your first piece of silver? Let me know what you experienced it when you held it in your hands for the first time. And if you are a potential silver stacker out there just considering it, let me know if this video taught you anything and everything in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.